friends, my name is Ritu Tandon and I welcome you all on behalf of Shivoham Unlocking Potentials. We are your partners and we are helping you create your best version. We want you to excel in all the 5 areas. And today, being a Wednesday, we talk about your relationships. So how are you having and experiencing your relationships? Are your relationships giving you fulfillment, love, happiness and joy? And if not, what are the things that are holding you back? Why are your relationships not giving you that force, that energy and that joy in living with each other? So if your relationships are not flourishing the way they should, then I think there is a need for you to understand that there is something maybe in you which is hindering the relationship to prosper and develop. So is it that you are holding grudges? Is it that you are overthinking too much about the other person? Or is it you are over expecting from the other person? So today, before we go further, I will like to share a story. So once there was a professor and he wanted to teach and tell children about life lessons. So he took a jar of balls with him to the class. He gave one ball to each child present in the class and he told them to hold the ball right like this in their hand. The children kept holding the ball in their hands for 10 minutes. The professor did not say a word. After 15 minutes, he said, "So how do you feel about the ball?" So the children, they started replying, "Sir, the ball is slightly seems to be more heavier now. It is giving us a little pain. We are now starting to feel uncomfortable." The professor smiled and said, "Continue." It went on like another 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Some of the children started complaining. "Sir, is this some punishment? Sir, why are you troubling us? What is it that you want to tell us? Please tell us. We cannot keep holding this ball. This is getting too much for us." He still didn't do anything about it. And the children kept holding the ball. Some of them just gave up. The ball started dropping down from, many children's hand. And gradually, all the children started complaining, "Sir, we cannot hold on to it any longer. We will fall down or we will faint." And now it was almost 60 minutes. The professor said, "Let the ball go and have your seats." So what is the lesson in this? Does the weight of the ball change at the start when they started holding? Or did the weight of the ball increase gradually and started giving trouble or pain to the children? The weight of the ball remained the same. It is that when we keep on holding something for an extra amount of time without it being relevant at that moment, that ball starts to seem more heavier. The ball weighed the same at the starting and in the end. The same ball which was light as a feather and caused no pain or trouble to anybody started creating lot of pain, lot of trouble, lot of pressure on the children, not only physically but mentally. So this is what it is to hold grudges. When we hold grudges in our mind against people, the consequence of this is not only on the relationship between two people but also on your mind. The small little grudge which was only of little significance in the beginning, but by holding it long in your mind, you start making it become heavier and heavier on you. It starts growing on your mind. It starts troubling you. It starts, affecting your mental peace and it starts affecting your health. It also stops your way of reasoning. It also stops you from taking steps towards creating or mending your relationship. So grudges are just like those balls. Initially, they are very small, very light, and you can deal with them very easily. But if you allow them to grow, if you keep repeating them in your mind, if you keep overthinking about it again and again, the same little problem, the same little grudge grows on you, and it becomes difficult for you to live with it. And once it becomes difficult for you to live with it, you will never try to make peace with that person. Your relationship goes for a toss. You stop trusting, believing, or even looking at that person with the same way as you did long time ago. So my only advice to people who have grudges with people in their house, with people in their organization, with people in their business, let it go. Because the grudge is of a very small significance. But if you keep it held to your heart, held to your mind, held to your thoughts, it multiplies. It becomes heavier for you to accept and forgive that person. So please let go, forgive, forget, and move ahead. Life is too short for people to hold grudges. We just heard the sudden demise of Siddharth Shukla, a young enterprising actor. I mean, just imagine, life is so uncertain. Why do we want to make our experiences heavier, difficult, negative by holding on to grudges? There may be, situations when you do not agree with people. It is okay to fight, disagree, but just sort it out at there and then and let it go. Flush it out of your system. The only way to have good relationship with people around is to kill and get rid of the grudges as soon as possible. Have a dialogue, have a meeting, discuss, even if it is to shout out at each other. Shout, scream, fight, but sort it out. Get it out of your system. It is very important. There is no way that you will be able to get rid of it by rethinking about it. The only way to move forward is to let it go. To good, happy relationship is to let go, forgive, and forget, and move on. If we are climbing a mountain, is it easier to climb the mountain with a heavy weight on our back, or just to move freely without any baggage? So if you want to have a good life, if you want to enjoy your life, why carry unnecessary baggage in your life? So please get rid of all the grudges. Write down the grudges you have with people. Tear that paper, flush it out, let it go, and stay happily. Stay peaceful. Let your mind be free. There could be so many happy and positive things that you could think of rather than repeating the story of your grudge or the story of your fight over and over again. Think of the good times, think of the positive times, think of the better opportunities that the future may bring to you. So with this, I come to an end, and I request each one of you to live with a very forgiving and a happy heart, just full of love and blessings and no grudges. Thank you.